Okay, we got another good one. So I started reading Rook Exodus number 2, and we're going to get into that because this one, just like that first one, leads you into a fun thrill ride. The entire book, it's just marvelously done, in my opinion. So we start out, let me get to the first page with Direwolf. Now, Direwolf is another warden. Obviously, she controls wolves. She comes up on the grave site of all of these hogs. The other warden, Swine, which controlled the hogs, was killed, and she's trying to figure out what's going on. And so the books are slowly introducing you to more characters, building upon the story and letting you know what happened. So you see another panel with Direwolf, awesome panel by the way, and you see Rook looking for this wreckage. Now the wreckage is in the water. Somebody tried to launch a another spaceship. They tried to escape the planet, and it didn't work, as happened in the last book, and as has been happening through, I guess, however long this apocalyptic situation has been happening. So he's contemplating diving. He's thinking about it. And then he is harassed by this giant turtle. It's crazy. You get to see how big some of these animals are becoming. I don't want to, get too many of the panels. Anyway, he goes through a bunch. He gets the piece of equipment he's looking for. He gets back to the city and he finds some alcohol. As I explained before, he likes to drown himself to cover or get away from the thoughts that happens when he's neuralinked, for lack of a better term, to these crows. He feels their emotions, what's going on with them, and it kind of gives him an uneasy feeling. I guess he feels like their emotions are kind of taking over his psyche. So Direwolf comes in unannounced. He's drunk, obviously, and he's completely startled. They have a back history. I'm not going to go into all of their back history, but at some point in the formation of this planet, when things were going good, the world engine was doing what it's supposed to do, terraforming the planet, these two, I guess, entertained a fling, but it was against company policy. No fraternization amongst wardens, so that wasn't a thing. But you can tell there's still some relationship style tension between them. She is letting him know that Swine has been killed. She's trying to figure out what's going on, but she kind of knows what's going on, and we're going to see what happens. He has his spaceship that he thinks, him and Swine were going to escape on. Obviously, Swine is now dead, but the party is busted up by this other dude who is not actually a warden, and Direwolf explains this to Rook. He is actually some dude that is not necessarily normal, bioengineered somehow. He's been bioengineered somehow, and his name is Ursaw. And Ursaw is really causing damage across the planet. And it looks like he's killing the wardens, maybe taking their helmets and creating his own wardens from people who are now following him. So he destroys this ship that Rook has been setting up, and he is ticked off. And again, the panels and the art on this book are absolutely positively glorious. If you have not checked out this book yet, you are seriously missing out. Rook Exodus is great, and book 2 does not disappoint. So you see the panel, Ursaw destroys his spaceship. This is devastating because he really thought he was getting off this planet. Yeah, that's what he thought. And there's a little discourse between Direwolf and Rook, She's trying to get him to help, and he's like, yo, this dude killed Swine, who is his best friend. This is Rook's best friend, and now he's destroyed my spaceship. He was like, you don't need to convince me. I'm ready to go in on this dude. Let's make this happen. As you can see, these books are absolutely, positively riveting. It is a very, very exciting read. I know this was a quick review. I wanted to, walk you through the book, but not give you the complete dialogue and allow you to make your own decision. You've seen the panels, you've heard some of the story. You can make a decision on whether this is something that you care to read. I hope you do. Books like this, I think, really need to take off, and they need to thrive. We need to pay this forward and let the creators of this book know, yeah, we're rocking with this.